Yeah, I think that it looks like the wind is blowing a little bit for the season.
Speaking of which, that ball's absolutely annihilated. Will it clear the scoreboard in right center? High up and gone, nearly near the bomb Walker. So Laviolette has homered in all 3 games of this series. That is 14 on the season. Again, he is the active home run leader in college baseball.
I mean, his ability to go down and kind of get into those legs and drive that baseball is exceptional. Watch him really get down in those legs right there, go down and get that baseball and just absolutely tattoo it.
But if Texas A&M leaves town having won 2 of 3, it'll be a big weekend again. There's a wave and a miss by Hensler, down on strikes, and the runs have been similar for 3 straight years. So is the ERA. Soft little liner, which will carry right to Iredale. I think that might have been the sink. Hey, just hit them where they ain't. Sometimes you hit a ball 110 miles an hour, and sometimes you hit it about 84. That's down the chute. Strike 3 call. Wave and a miss. Went after the pitch just above the belt. Couple of Ks from Miles Patton. Here's a payoff. Breaking ball, and that's blistered into right for a base hit and more. It's going to take a bounce and kick up off the fence. Can't be retired. Hard contact, soft contact, they're all going for base hits, and that's a 1-out double. Battle sheets a check of Ken at second. Gets the wave and a miss. 5, 6, and 7 to up this inning, and there it is again.
Yeah.
Up in the zone, wave and a miss. Serves one towards shallow center. Laviolette won't get there. So Iredale will take that, dumps a single into right center field. The second single by the Razorbacks here in game 2. Here's the payoff pitch. Low it in. That's ball 4. Wave and a miss. That was 3 strikeouts this inning, 5 for Patton.
The plate. You almost have to force him to walk.
Wave and a miss. Bottleshees with the strikeout. That's his 3rd. They say it kind of comes out of his shoulder. Well, Kill the second, didn't see it. That's 3 straight strikeouts.
In the gap, playing right or left field.
Chopper to first. A big hop for Pepe. Flips to Cheese covering in time. Get out of the way of Laviolette. And that will end the inning.
Right above the belt.
That's tagged to center and down for a base hit. So another one from Davidon. I know it doesn't really matter for him. Lefties, righties, he hits them all. The battle continues. Hard hit, maybe a chance for 2. Royo flips to Kent. Back to first. Fahiva beat it out. Maxwell will fist one that'll dump into right center field. Aloy will turn and race to third base. So Logan Maxwell won that long tilt. And the Razorbacks have a runner at third for the first time in this game. The 1-2 pitch, that ball's launched to left. George is underneath it. This will tie the game. The catch is made. One brother again knocks it another. Arkansas is on the board on the sac fly. RBI number 57 for Puhio Aloy. 48-degree exit launch angle. And he's going to wave and miss. The strikeout will end the inning. Arkansas gets a run to get on the board. Program, I would be shocked. And he's going to reach with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Hitters count for Kent. Nibbling on the corner but missing, and I think in essence he was working around Kent. The 2-1 is laced into left. That's a base hit. Davidon was playing deep. Bear Harrison will go to third. Good throw, might have a chance, but that is going to be in time! Helfrich caught the ball out of the air. Applied the tag to Harrison. I think the Aggies want to review for the time being.
I'm going with safe.
After review, the runner at the plate is out. That is A&M's first challenge of the game.
As Patton pitches, he gets the wave and a miss. Another strikeout. That, I believe, is 7th. Traditional Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even on Easter weekend. Laced fair into the corner. Ryder Helfrich is going to have extra bases. Going to cruise towards second with a 2-out double. Thomas hits one to right. Kill Jr. back, nearing the fence. A jump catch. That's hit up the middle over second base and into center. So all Kill does is continue to get on base.
Any situation, you just have to be super careful.
There's another one hit high in the air, deep left center field, back to the hard pen, and it is gone. fourth home run this weekend for Laviolette. He's homered to left field, he's homered to right field, but that big swing puts the Aggies back in front. He's knocked in all 3 of their runs. Hogs need base runners. Another base hit for Davila. 66 hits in his 41st game. Arkansas run here in game 2. Hard hit and fair. Over the leap of Hensler. It's going to go all the way to the corner. Davila sprinting to third with nobody out. He'll be held there on another hit from Vahiva Loy. That is his 7th in the series. Second and third, nobody out. Maxwell torches one to left. George goes back on the sprint. He'll make the catch. Davila will tag and score. Vahiva could not get back to third base to tag. That was drilled by Maxwell to at least get a third to even things up again. Laced to Kent. So Luke Jackson from Lake Travis with a 1-2 pitch. Wave and a miss. Koschel's K 3 times. We're going to go into a rain delay in the top of the 7th. We'll be back when we know more. 3-2 Aggies. And the 3-1 is hit in the air. Left field, well struck, and Royo is going to send one to the hog pen. Another home run, and A&M has added to its lead. Arkansas can't keep the ball in the ballpark here in game 2.
That is Royo's 6th home run on the season. Well, that was a fastball right down the chute, and Royo didn't miss it.
Big deep breath from Gibler before the next pitch. Ripped to left, hit well. Davila won't get there. Takes a bounce and kicks up off the fence, and the 8 and 9 hitters have absolutely tattooed a couple of baseballs, and A&M in business here in the 7th. Really important to get it out. And there's a bunt, and Wiggins will throw a little frisbee to first.
And this is a great move by Arkansas.
Gonna put him on.
You just have to.
See what he does. Breaking ball, he left it up, and it's blasted to center where Thomas Jr. will make the catch, and George will tag and score, and A&M has a 5-2 lead. That was not a good 0-2 pitch, even though he gets an out. Well, the wild pitches, though, this weekend have been, certainly has reached the over a long time ago. They're going to put Sorrell on now. They'll go ahead and put the left-hander Sorrell on. Kind of rocks to a set, delivers the 2-2. Laced to right center field, and Thomas Jr. is not going to get there. Another 2-strike hit, another run for A&M, and they've tacked on run number 6.
They've got 9 outs to play with, but they can't afford to give up any more runs.
To the backstop, the wildest of wild pitches. Harrison will trot to second. Sorrell slammed on the brakes, and that was a good decision for him not to try and score. Kent with a pop-up on the infield. Talked about 2 new infielders. Koschel's going to come on and call off Frazier and make the catch. Wave and a miss. Another belt-high pitch. Vahiva is singled and doubled. Little chopper to third, fielded by Hensler. That was another nice frame from Jackson. He has not given up a single thing. He's retired all 7 he's faced in shortening this game. Didn't face Bender up last night. Well, he sawed him off, didn't he? And he will catch the bobble. Pause before the 2-2. That's painted, strike 3. 100 mph. Lucid, free feeling. Throw the splitter. He gets the K. Fouch has a nice 8th inning. The line drive that was speared by Kent at short back in the 5th. He'll hit a sharp ground ball that'll just eat up Kent, and that was hit at 109. So even though that's a play you assume he's going to make, it wouldn't stun me if that was a base hit because that was torched. Iredale strokes one into left for a base hit. So that's the first hit given up by Jackson. And because of that previous error, Arkansas has a couple of base runners. Well, he gets one in the outside corner for strike 3.
Somebody else can pick up that slack.
Chopper up the middle. Oloy gliding to his left, throwing on the run. Payoff is in, ball 4. Punched to the right, a base hit. Hits keep on coming for A&M. Laviolette will stop at second. Still a threat in the middle of this lineup. Runners are going to go. Throw to third. Here in the 9th, Fisher could really use a strikeout. And that ball hooked down the line in right. It's fair and it's into the corner. So Sorrell is going to knock in a pair, and A&M is now putting it to the Razorbacks. It's an 8-2 game. 2 strike hits and finishing off hitters has been a challenge against this lineup all weekend long.
Yeah, that is just a hanging breaking ball that Caden Sorrell doesn't miss it.
They thought it was going to be an hour. Line drive caught by Vahiva Aloy again. There was a little bit of snow cone in that glove. Here's a payoff pitch to Kent. He just gets one base hit after another. It's going to dump in center. Sorrell home to score. That is the 9th run for Texas A&M. Really a closed wide stance there for Bender up. He's going to pop one in the gap to right center field. Thomas Jr. on the move will get there. Helfrich tattoos one by a diving Kent, so Ryder gets his second hit in 3 at-bats, and Hogs have their leadoff runner on base. That's just a little bit in, ball 4. Hit in the air to left center. This should be the first out. Laviolette just gliding into the gap to make the catch. When it got to the batter's sign, went over. Incomplete data. Chopper to third. I thought Hensler might take it to the bag, but he'll make that play.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah. A few storylines for you. Wave and a miss. That's the game. They split the doubleheader, but they take the series, their first series win in Fayetteville since 2016.